The dev teams for both games have expansion live streams planned, and details on the new keyring feature in EverQuest. And it's time for the Feast of Giving. From the EverQuest Show, I'm Fading. Here's a look at what's happening this week in EverQuest. While you're here, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you'll get notifications on when new episodes or weekly updates are uploaded. With both upcoming expansions, Shattering of Ro and Rage of Cthurath, planning to drop in December, we've gotten word that the dev teams are planning to hold live streams to discuss each of the upcoming expansions. Last year, the teams held streams for the Outer Brood and for Scars of Destruction, and both were well received and were quite informative, even allowing for some questions. This year, the EverQuest team plans to hold a live stream for Shattering of Ro on Tuesday, November 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern, that's 4 p.m. Pacific. And for EverQuest II, the next day, the EQ2 team will hold a live stream for the upcoming Rage of Cthurath expansion. That's on November 19th at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Each of the live streams will be on the team's respective EverQuest or EverQuest II YouTube channels. And we assume that, like previous recent live streams, once the stream is done, it will be available on demand to watch. And you have to give it to the EverQuest team. There have been several recent quality of life features added to the game, and this week we received several more. Last week we mentioned the new cache loot feature along with the loot locking capability, which both went live with this month's recent patch. Well, now this week there are two more new features. The first is the equipment keyring feature. Now this feature allows you to store equipable items into a keyring, but the biggest benefit is for those that use the personas function, as it will automatically use the keyring when using equipment sets, which you have the ability to toggle on or off. Now this is a much desired feature since the persona function arrived, as inventory space came crowded with all the equipment from each persona. The keyring is not a part of the upcoming Shattering of Ro expansion, so you don't need to purchase that expansion to get the keyring, but you do have to purchase it. Now, the base price is 1,500 Daybreak cash from the marketplace, but it activates for all characters across that entire account. Add to that the membership discount and the fact that it uses Daybreak cash, which you can attain 500 Daybreak cash each month just for keeping a subscription, meaning that unlike expansions, which require actual dollar amounts to purchase them, this feature can be purchased with acquired Daybreak cash. That can lessen the sting a little bit for that purchase price. And given that it flags every character on the account, it's my opinion that it's well worth the price. Now, for that base price, you get 30 equipment slots on the keyring. More slots are available if you need them, but that's also available for purchase in the marketplace. I've tried the system out, and I enjoy having the inventory space back, and I think the price is reasonable. Another feature that arrived with the recent patch is a relatively minor one, but one that may avoid taking a nasty faction hit. Faction links have been added to NPC consider messages. When you consider an NPC, those that have a faction associated with them will be linked, and by clicking on their name, it will automatically pop up the in-game faction window and highlight the factions associated with that NPC. This is a really nice way to see who is going to be upset when you dispatch that bad guy. And for EverQuest II, we now have some dates for the upcoming expansion unlocks for some of the progression servers. If you play on Anashti Sul, Echoes of Faydwer will unlock on December 10th at noon Pacific. And for those on Dozekar, Kingdom of Sky is going to unlock on that same date, that's December 10th at noon Pacific time. And now that Knights of the Dead is over, the Feast of Giving has arrived in EverQuest. You can find the quest NPCs in Enethul Swamp. And if you missed the latest episode of the EverQuest Show, make sure you check it out after this video. Developer Kevin Lighty talks about how the zones of EverQuest are made, and for those that are lore buffs out there, get your fix with the story of the Iksar and Venril Sathir. That's on episode 38 of the EverQuest Show, which is available right now. Here are some highlights from that episode while the credits roll.
We build very simple versions first. Functional versions. It's like, okay, well, is this going to be enough space for a raid?
And how do you physically build those?
They are physically built with geometry, very low-res, boxy, white boxy kind of stuff. It's super ugly, super just...
Are you physically moving plates around to...
It's basically just extruding boxes. Yeah, it's just a very, very simple representation. And it's just for, form and function. Is this enough space to do a raid in? is this too long a walk? Are you going to get bored? You know, stuff like that. You determine all those kinds of things.